What's up, gamers? This is Simpy Snake, and welcome to Simpy Stories with Simpy Snake. Before I go on, I just wanted to say that this is a completely separate category from the rest of Year 12, but it's still technically part of it, so don't complain, alright? This chapter contains more additions to the stories I had mentioned previously, so let's get right into it. Well, you made it to Year 12. Aside from all the things that I've mentioned above, the one thing that people love to do in Year 12 is to throw their big party for their 18th birthday. Sometimes they would be some of the biggest events of the year and are anticipated by many. What better way to begin adulthood by with a bang of a party, the music, the atmosphere, the people attending, and of course, the drinks. These are the type of things teenagers love. It was a way to escape from studying and just have a little bit of fun. That is, if you were invited. Before continuing, I just want to set the record straight. I love parties. I find them to be a great occasion to spend time with your close friends and to celebrate the moment. But I have to disappoint you. I've never actually thrown a party of my own before. I've made plans for several years to actually make it happen, but so much shit kept popping up and I actually had no choice but to postpone or even cancel it to the next year. Rinse and repeat. The one party I actually did throw was back when I turned 18 in Year 11. My friends threw me a surprise party and it worked despite one of my friends almost spoiling the surprise. So I was the oldest in the year level, so I would say this kicked off the season of 18th birthday parties. The next 18th birthday party was not until early February the following year, 7 months later. Let's go back to the start of Year 12. I had met up with a friend at a shopping centre because I had dinner earlier, and she asked if I was invited to someone's party. I had said no because I had not heard anything from that until she brought it up. This is the party that I was talking about. And surprise, surprise, despite being really good friends with that person, I wasn't invited. Like I said, I wasn't aware of it until my friend told me if I was going. I had responded that I didn't know about the party. Not only that, I heard from one of my close friends a year later saying that he was with another friend from that group the night of the party. Apparently, he was so pissed he had badmouthed them the entire night, all while the group chat incident was happening. But you may be thinking, what is the group chat incident? Well, you might remember that I created a group chat for the Year 12s months prior. Well, I was still outraged about the whole uniform detention thingy, so I decided to change the name of the group. I remember some people saying that since I'm the oldest in that year level, I should be leading them. Look, I don't know what went to me that night, but I felt like everyone was against me, so I immediately just left the group. From what I heard, this was during the party, and some people in that group chat were either surprised, shocked, and some were even mad. In fact, minutes after I left, people began to ask if I was alright. I just apologized about what I did, and yeah, it was 12 at night, so I just went to sleep, and the next morning I had received another message from someone wondering if I was alright, which I responded the same. I asked one of my friends if she saw what happened in the group chat. She then said to me that she knew and that they were so rude to me. Anyways, the person that held the party later revealed that he got lazy with the invites, so he only invited half of his invite list. So he invited only half of his invite list. I won't lie, that was actually a pretty funny response, and let's be honest, at least it wasn't personal, unlike some people. But anyways, I did get invited to the next party, which was my best friend's party, but I don't remember too much about it aside from having a jumping castle and a Smash Bros match after I had left. Now, there's a saying to all this, and that is if you're really close friends with someone, then you would get an instant invite to their party. That statement was true, considering that I was close with most of my classmates. That wasn't the case with one party. I was really close with one person, and I didn't even get an invite, despite on multiple occasions saying that I would get an invite. I was disappointed because you shouldn't leave out people who have been close friends with you for a very long time. I even remember some of my friends feeling bad that I didn't get invited, even telling me to go as far as to confront her about it. But I did something different. I just didn't bring it up to her. I forgave her and pretended that the whole thing didn't happen. Anyways, there was even one party that was planned last minute by one of my best friends. Even better was the fact that it was still organized. This party I knew it would be a perfect opportunity to bring my Switch so we could all play 8-player Smash Bros. And have a blast of a time. My friend who threw that party already had experience with the game because during that summer, between the end of year 11 and start of year 12, he would come by to my house and play Smash Bros. And it was awesome. Hell, I even threw a launch party for the game when it came out, and he was like the only one who could make it. Thankfully, the next few parties that happened were pretty fun, even if I don't have too much to say upon it. But while they were fun, some of them were pretty crazy. I remember one party, the one significant thing that happened was that one of my friends got so drunk, my best friend had to take him home early, and when I got to McDonald's, he threw up on the sidewalk. Look, I was there and I knew he was drunk, but I didn't hear about the last part until I went to the canteen on Monday morning and I heard the rest of the story. My friend said he regretted it and that being drunk is like the worst feeling. But sadly, that was the last party I would go to for the next few months. Because trust me, it gets depressing from that point. And this next story, it's a lot to unfold. Now, I already mentioned this previously, so allow me to summarize it for a brain refresher. I was the only person in my friend group that wasn't invited to the party. And as expected, it really affected me because I was decent friends with that person. That was what upset me the most. Not the fact that I wasn't invited, it was because I was the only one in my group that was left out. And then on the Friday that the party was being held, everyone was hyped as hell for it. And once again, I was in a bad mood. Just seeing everyone else excited for something that I wasn't going to really hurt me, and I had zero motivation for the whole day, aside from playing Switch at lunchtime. And then by the evening, I began seeing posts and stories all over Snapchat and Instagram of everyone getting ready for the party. At that point, I just didn't want to open Snapchat or any of my stories because I didn't want to feel more depressed. Hell, I was even considering signing out of social media for the night. It was like deja vu, except this time, I didn't want to do anything but to just lay in the bed in the dark. I felt so broken and betrayed. By that point, it finally hit me. All throughout the year, I was treated like I was on the low tier. Even though I treated everyone with the same amount of respect, and while some managed to put in the effort, what did I get from the rest of them? I got shit in return. This whole time, I was in a toxic environment and I couldn't even escape it. People would get upset if I said hi to them. I would get kicked out of some group conversations, constantly get left out and treated like I didn't even exist. Getting told to shut up for no reason. I couldn't take it anymore. I was at the point where I didn't want to be surrounded in this environment anymore. I was done. It broke me mentally. And when year 12 was finally done, I was so happy I didn't have to set foot in that toxic space again. And because of this, I actually didn't want to go to valedictory dinner or even graduation. I was just done. Like, I've had enough, alright? Like, I was done. But all I can say is, from that point, we're nearly at the end. And thank God for that.